Welcome to the Shaft Show.
Wow, Natural High Healing Festival 2025, what an honor to be back. This was my third year performing at the biggest wellness festival in the Nordics, and each time it's a deeper journey. This year I had the incredible opportunity to lead 4 transformational workshops, and the Finnish people are incredible. Being here, I understand why Finland is the happiest country in the world. There's a level of presence, loyalty and depth that inspires me every time. And while I came here to teach, I learned so much around grounded, heart-led leadership. It's been my mission to share the tools of corporate wellness, somatics, breathwork and mindset in a way that's real, human and practical. So DM me if you want to go deeper in this beautiful practice of corporate wellness. And thank you Finland, thank you Natural High Healing Festival for another incredible year, and thank you for this opportunity to serve and support this incredible community. I can't wait for the next adventure.
We're building up, here we go. Every time, come on. It's my machine. It's gone. Okay, let's all take a deep breath into your heart. And let's go again. Oh, what is the definition of love? Well, let me tell you. Yours. I know, I heard it, kind of. So, what does love mean to me? Love is the most powerful, amazing experience you can feel in this human experience. We go to long lengths, travel the world, because we want to feel this feeling of romance, connection and love. This eros, this finding the one, this peace, this connection that is beyond anything. We write poetry, we write films, rom-coms, my favorite thing. We watch rom-coms, we listen to folk music, we listen to all these things to evoke that feeling of love and longing. And when we truly feel it, it makes us feel alive. And when I feel it, I mainly feel it in a loving relationship. With one person, 2 people is my favorite. And being in deep divine connection, where we grow together, love together, go through the challenges together, play emotional martial arts, where we crack each other's hearts open, expand even more, and go deeper and deeper and rise together in the thing called love. I love it. Love is my favorite thing. Love is the thing that I love to share with the world. There's many different types of love, but my favorite love is romantic love. How's that sound? We've got 2 hours to kill for the Shaft Show, bro. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little exercise. This is called a cacao sharing meditation. I travel the world building juicy communities all around the world, and intimacy is my favorite thing. Belonging is one of my favorite things, and getting people together is one of my favorite things. So this is called, and you can do this every morning with your partner, your company, or your business partner, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, or whoever. It's a moment of sharing. Think of it like therapy. The prompt is, what is real for you right now? And you have 3 minutes to share your emotions. Think of it like therapy. The other partner is active listening. They're not giving you unsolicited advice or trying to fix your problems. They're just holding that eternal space. And then at the end of it, we ask, are you open to feedback? And you can only give feedback from an embodied experience. So if someone's going through something, you say, yeah, that happened to me once, and this is what helped me go through the pain and the struggle, and this helped me out. Rather than saying, I saw this thing on TikTok, have you heard of polarity and triangle breathing? So it's an embodied feedback that we're giving. And it's one side and another side. So it's a two-way thing. If you're open to playing that game, say, oh yeah. Just a few of you. Okay, find a partner. I need a partner as well. So find a partner and sit opposite your partner. Can you be my partner? Thanks, babes, appreciate it. Grab yourself a chair, I've got a bad back. I'm not as young as I used to be. Okay, so you can do the human deck chair. Would you like to see what the human deck chair looks like? Another way to connect with your partner, especially if you're in a romantic long-term relationship. Oh my god. So the human deck chair looks a little bit like this. So, jealousy. Has anyone heard of the word compersion? Normal people in normal society have never heard of the word compersion. It's where you feel happy when your partner is happy and being intimate with other people. It's the opposite of jealousy. Now, you could YouTube search it. There's a lovely 2-minute cartoon. I don't read or write good, I just watch cartoons, that's how I got all of my stuff. And there's a 2-minute cartoon around compersion, which is the opposite of jealousy. Now, it took me £30,000 worth of therapy to feel compersion. It takes a lot of work. And that work is knowing that you're so awesome that your partner will always come back to you no matter what, which means you've got to be the greatest partner for your partner. So out of 8 billion people, they chose you. And now we live in a society where, I'm calling it the Netflix problem. What do you watch? Overwhelmed by so much choice. And I hear that women have more choices now than men do when it comes to dating. Is that true, or is it? I don't know. I don't use the dating apps, so so that no one else does. That's great. Good for you. Put this everyone out. So when it comes to jealousy, knowing that you are the most awesome version of your partner, but also having very clear boundaries around how you would like to navigate certain scenes and certain environments with your partner. So if you're in traditional monogamy, you're fine. You got nothing to worry about because it's traditional monogamy. They own you. Even if you fly to another country, they own your body. And if you do anything to somebody else, they will file a divorce. Right? It's pretty easy. There's a big threat. If anything happens with another person. Sometimes there's a version of monogamy, and this is a higher kink level. Even if you think about somebody else, it's going to cause a lot of problems. Don't even think about it. Even dream about it. That's going to cause even more problems. That as well. So now, the partner who is so petrified, so worried that you're going to look at somebody, dream about somebody, think about somebody,
They might need £13,000 worth of therapy, to be honest. Just to relax. You could sit down on a full moon or a new moon, and you could sit next to your very handsome beloved and say, what is your intention for this beautiful next chapter of our relationship? And he will say, oh, to go deeper in love and presence with you. And then when he finishes all the great stuff that you guys want to have an intention for, then he asks, what is your intention for the next chapter of our beautiful relationship? Intentions. Next one would be, what are your fears? Next one would be, what are your desires? But this could be like a list of things you want to experience, like, oh yeah, my desire is to go to Turkey this year for the summer, or my desire is every morning to have a little check-in and talk about our relationship, or my desire is to experience the Sacred Jedi Academy and do one-to-one coaching with Shaft, and stuff like that. So it could be that. Then you have your boundaries. So that is something that you have to navigate yourself. It depends how you want to design your relationship. So I was speaking to Esther. I don't know Esther Brown. Is that her name? She's like a famous relationship coach, and I asked her, if there's higher divorce rates than any time in recorded history, then why? What is the future of relationships? And she said, designing your own, which is what I've been doing. So in your boundary setup, you could talk about what are your boundaries? What is okay? Is thinking about somebody else okay? Looking at someone, these things, go deep into it so you don't up. Next would be sexual health. I'm sure you guys are fine, but if you're playing with other people, it's always good to go into the nitty gritty of what's acceptable and what isn't. And then the final piece is, what will this next chapter of our relationship mean to you? Ta-da! A simple structure. How does that sound?
Very nice.
Very nice. Look how happy this woman is. There's a big smile on her face. And for those of you who have just come in, I'm doing a quick Q&A. Use me as a chat GPT around love, sex, and intimacy. Ask me any questions. I spent a lot of time in this field, and it's not my favorite, juiciest, most passion thing. So any questions, anything? Very good questions. So I always say, communication is the best lubrication. Now, I'm a dude. I have a logical man mind. And when I'm triggered, I just need space by myself to figure it out. Last thing I want to do is to have the conversation straight away, because I'm going to say something I regret. Logical man mind already knows that. So what we want to do is take the space. What we need our beautiful hot women to realize is, in the moment you want the most amount of connection, we want the least amount of connection. And if you know that, also know that once we figure out, we'll come back. You can chill them out, because we're always going to come back. Now, expecting us to be like you, expecting us to read your mind, might be a little bit of that.
But you don't need to read it because I talk on the side, so you know it.
So a lot of women will say he's emotionally unavailable. Now, a lot of men haven't, we think and feel here. And when we are triggered and you give us a logical way of looking at your argument, says V, then our logical mind goes, oh, yeah, I did see that. And then, boom, our heart opens up. But it also does mean you need to learn how to speak man. Now, that's what I actually teach. It's like women have a different language model. I speak woman because I identified as a lesbian throughout my whole life until recently. I'm 45 now, but I basically just hang out with the girls. I was in a matriarchal society, and I picked up their habits, behaviors, but also their language model. I'm also a dude, so I hang out with dudes now for the first time, and I see their pain now. And their pain is real. And they do want to communicate, but they literally don't know how. And with that space time and also safety for him to have that space, and there are key words that you can use, or you could just read or listen to the audiobook, Men Are from Mars and Women Are from Venus. Literally the habit is literally the habit. When he says the things, you go into the book and go, okay, that's how I literally reply to that. It's fascinating just because I spent 11 years working with couples, and I eventually got around to reading that book, and I was like, why is teaching exactly the same things that I learned? Like, I'll give you one little takeaway. When you're triggered, there is a safe word or a cheat code that you need. And that is unique to you. So, for example, when I meet a beautiful woman and I'm in that deep connection and I could feel her pulling away, and this isn't just normal relationships as well. You can feel your partner pulling away or they're going silent, quiet, and you don't know what's going on. I need some, and this is called words of reassurance. So I need words of reassurance, and it's very unique for me. So I literally write it in a WhatsApp, and I send it to her, and get her to save it in her notes. And the words I need to hear when I'm in that addictive, passionate, almost like obsession with somebody, I need to hear when she's pulling away, what you're feeling is okay. And I feel the same way too. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for you. I just need those words. She doesn't know that I need those words, but I need those words. And she, when she's triggered, she needs to hear very specific words. So romance is my favorite thing. Does anyone in the audience like romance? If you do, say, oh yeah. Just a few of you guys, not anybody interested. And who here likes to reach higher states of consciousness? Yeah, oh, that's more people. So that's my jam. That's my speciality. I love it. From 2015 to 2022, I spent 7 years of my adult life really feeling this feeling of romance. I would travel the world, go to places like this, in communities where people would make love in ritualistic ways and in ceremony, and be in love with each other to reach higher states of consciousness. For me, that's a great pastime. I was actually retired during that time, and that's all I did. And I had the best time of my life. Now, recently I came out of retirement, and now I'm teaching this stuff to a bigger audience. And there's things on the internet where science and biohackers are now confirming around what we were doing. They say to live longer, to live healthier, to live happier, is to have deep, meaningful, loving relationships. Be it in community like this 3 days, or building your own community where you're there for one another. But what I like to do is to build a juicy community where we practice. Look at her, she loves it. You got a great partner. Where you connect, not just as either great weather we're having, yeah, I'm then mowing the lawn. It's more to do with connection, dance, intimacy, physical connection. I work with a lot of men, women, and couples who have a few issues around intimacy. And the foundation that I create for men, women, and couples is the same thing. It's the same method. It's a self-pleasure practice where you release your own oxytocin, where you connect deeply with yourself and are able to come to your partnership or your community full. So you're not in that space of I need you. It's more like I'm here. Let's have a pub time. And coming from a place of love rather than a place of lack is a beautiful way to live your life. And it really does mean doing a lot of work on yourself, but it doesn't have to be work. It could be pleasurable. What I love is dance and sex. And I just recently spent 3 years not doing both. And because I spent 3 years not doing both, after 7 years, that's all I did 3 times a day, including my different lovers, I've got 3 herniated discs and sciatica. Because I wasn't having sex or dancing or moving. I was just staying still. And I noticed that men and women move differently, especially when they dance, but also when they make love. I noticed when women, in fact, ladies, when you dance, how do you move? There you go. It's like this. It's a way. Men, and I noticed this as well, they might stand with a drink in their hand, and they might move like this, or move like this. Like this. So you have a wave, and you have this movement. But when they come together in the bedroom, which energy wins in the game of movement? And if they're really good, they just do the same thing for 1 hour. So my gift to the world is I'm listening to all of humanity's stories. And I hear the same complaint from women. And what I'm trying to create is find a solution for this major pain point for women, but also the higher rising divorce rates because of this one problem. So I've developed this thing. So this thing that I created is called Ecstatic Dance. Now, yesterday I was on the dance floor. And I was just dancing by myself. You can have a great dance by yourself. And I noticed in the ecstatic dance world, a lot of people are dancing by themselves. But it's more fun when you dance with somebody else. And I saw this very beautiful, powerful woman. I was like, that's the vibe. Because there's 2 of them. They're dancing like me. And I have a bit of social anxiety. I recently did a lot of therapy to overcome my social anxiety. And I was like... And then I like snaked over there. And then as soon as our bodies touched, it was immediate. Because I could see and read her body language, which happens to be the same as mine. And we were able to dance in a beautiful way that I haven't experienced. God, I can't even remember when. It's like maybe 3 years ago. Like when I was deep into the Tantra world. I'm back in the Matrix doing this someday. That's why I have to laugh then. But ecstatic dance is one of the things that I want to share with you. So in this workshop, I'm going to be teaching you ecstatic dance, some locks and holes, so your partner doesn't wriggle away, and you can bring in that powerful energy. It's almost like a little bit of like wrestling. It's fun. And then the final one is little types of bites. So I want everyone to experience having an orgasm on your hip. Would anyone like to experience a hip orgasm? Oh, yes. You get an orgasm. You get an orgasm. You get an orgasm. It's basically all I'm going to teach you is basic anatomy, which is like 12% or 10%. I can't be the maths. 90% is the energetics behind it. So it's just an anatomy class, but there's the energetics, which is way more juicier. Welcome to the Shaft Show. This is a beautiful couples workshop. Say hi, Anastasia. Hi. Everybody repeat after me. I love my life. I love my body. I love myself. And I love you. This was one of my favorite workshops, the Sacred Sexual Jedi Academy Part 1 and Part 2. This was my gift at Natural High Healing Festival. In a world of rising divorce rates, I teach men and women the art of deep love and romance. They say shaft is cheaper than a divorce. So thank you so much for the magic at Natural High Healing.
Once upon a time, I had a mantra, and that mantra was, I hate my life. I also had another mantra, which was, I hate my body, and another mantra, which was, I hate myself. Then I discovered a thing called Tantra, and after a little while, my brain said, oh, I love my life. Oh, I love my body. Oh, I love myself. That took £30,000 to get there. Now, I want to give it to you for a discount price. So you don't have to spend years in therapy, but we could do it in a few minutes. So the key is, what does I love my life mean? It means to find your purpose and love what you do every day. You can spend 8 hours doing something, or every morning you wake up and you'll have to do something that you love. Number 2, I love my body. Means loving your body every day and discovering something new about your body and unlocking its infinite potential. And number 3, I love myself. The hardest part, that's why I left it till last, is finding inner peace every day and knowing that you are enough. And the way we're going to do this is a systemized process, falling deeply in love with yourself. If you're open for that, say, oh yeah! Great. Okay, the first way I did it was to get sober. And now I've got a nice little song for that. Would you like to listen to that song and have a little dance? Okay, here we go. Everybody stand up. This is called being in your mid-40s. Oh yes. Turn it up. Louder. Yes. Woo-hoo! Everyone come closer. So yeah, like I said, it's been a very peculiar year. I'm a intimacy coach. A few of you have been to my workshops and you know the power of the work that I do. It's just very easy. And yet, I can't get a second date. I don't think I'm the problem. I think society is a problem, okay? I went to Bangladesh, Mummy says she loves me, I healed the connection with Mummy. But I feel that there's something up, something fishy going on with the internet. I feel that they're causing more separation, more expectation than ever before. Depending on your algorithm, my algorithm tells me that everybody's single, everybody's divorced, there's more isolation than ever before. It's basically listening to me and really enhancing my narrative. And every time I meet somebody, there's this, they happen to be emotionally unavailable, avoidant. It was never like that. So we got a little song we're going to play. It's a partner exercise. It's a very powerful mantra. So everybody stand up. I need another assistant. If you want to be my assistant again, you can be. And it's a mantra by the guru called Skrillex. And it's a very powerful song. about the dating industry at the moment, which is very push-pull energy. So, here we go. Okay, push-pull. Just use us for inspiration. So, it's like... So you're pushing and pulling at the same time. And go slow if you want. High five! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Alright! Whew! A nice bit of movement in your body. The push-pull energy that makes relationships so juicy. Also known as a toxic relationship. Hoppa!
Getting comfortable with your partner. Feeling the energy. And for the next 5 minutes, allowing the energy to move through you. As the man, you can place one hand on the back of the heart and one hand on the base of the spine. And very often when she's breathing, you can move her body, and again, just like this ecstatic dance, accentuate what she's doing. And go slow. So welcome to the Sacred Sexual Jedi Academy Part 2. Amazing to see all the beautiful couples that were here yesterday for Part 1. Did everyone enjoy getting a orgasm on the hip? If you did, say, oh yeah! Did you practice any of the moves when you got home this evening? Oh my god! Yes! This is what I like to see. I'm a big fan of love. I'm a big fan of relationships. It's kind of ironic I can't even get a second date these days, but anyway, I'm still an expert when it comes to putting two human beings, we had a threesome yesterday, which was fantastic. I could put multiple people together in jigsaw puzzles and everybody could feel included through anatomic Lego pieces. Like, that's my speciality. Only because I spent 7 amazing years researching female pleasure. Not for a book, but with human bodies. And I studied a thing called Tantra, and in that world, we didn't have a job. No job, imagine that. And focused on reaching enlightenment. It's an option. It's an option if you want to play that game. And if you're going to spend 7 years doing it, it's achievable. It turns out it's not so hard, and also there's other ways to reach enlightenment. And now, what does enlightenment mean? Has anyone read the book Eckhart Tolle's Power of Now? A lot of fans. So I describe that as, that book, it's an easy read. It's like Tantra for dummies. It's made what we were taught very accessible. And we just focused on the one part, which was the ritualization of sexuality, using your sexual energy to sublimate it, expand it. If you believe in chakras, opening up every single chakra through highly intentional sexual practices. I mentioned that we didn't have a job. we're doing a thing called sex magic, which is one of my favorite things. And when I found this world of Tantra, there's like 5% is just the sex stuff, but there's 95 other percents of other stuff. I focused on the 5%, because it's fun, why not? Everyone thinks it's a Tantra, oh god, it's about orgies, orgasms. There's 5% of some of it, yeah. So I specialise in that, so I do run massive orgies, that's something I do. And yes, I specialise in orgasms. And after 11 years of telling everybody Tantra isn't about sex or orgasms, no one cares. It's like, Tantra, that's about sex and orgasms. It's like, yes, okay, if you think it's about sex and orgasms, fuck it. I'll use the marketing to get you in, and you'll fall in love, find self-love, you'll stop being depressed, you'll stop having anxiety, you'll stop being stressed all the time, you'll reduce your cortisol, you boost your immune system, you stop being batshit crazy. And there's so many great benefits of the 5% of the sex stuff. So I'm just using the sex stuff in order for you to be okay by yourself, with your partner, with your kids, with the world. And all that is finding presence through love. I call it loving presence. That's the foundational piece of everything that I do. Unconditional love is the element that I use. It's a somatic sensation. I'm curious to see how many single people are here. Raise your hands. Take my number. Take my number. No, I'm joking. I'm showing from the poem and I'm 45. It's a running joke. Maybe I'm fucking myself up by doing that running joke and staying single. So, and I just wanted to know so I could format the workshop in a way that everyone feels something rather than what we're going to do, which is a Shafti Sutra. By the way, does anyone know the Tantra teacher in Finland? Kushti. She's great. Now, I can't remember how old she was when I was dating her, but I think she was like 63 or something. Bumped into her yesterday. She still hasn't aged. She's got the body of a 21-year-old. She does the thing called Tantra, like she really embodies it. I do a thing called Tantra, but for 3 years, I actually stopped having sex and I stopped doing ecstatic dance. Now, a lot of people will say, he keeps on talking about sex, he's a sex addict. Well, guess what? I've got not one, not two, but 3 herniated discs. 2 in my C345 and 1 in my L5. I had sciatica. I can't touch my toes. Look, it shakes. I'm in chronic pain. Because I'm just trying to prove to all the fucking hippies who judge me that I do need to be having sex and dancing. So here's the thing. If you've been making love for 7 years, 3 times a day to people you love, and then all of a sudden you stop and sit in front of a computer and do this, and then do this for 3 years, then you're going to fuck up your body. So that's not just from sex, it's also from dancing. So I have been a professional dancer since I was 20, that was like 2000. And I move my body, I'm very active. I've never had to go to the gym. I've always had amazing abs, very athletic, and had a very easy life. Then I got sober, found Tantra, and then I stopped taking drugs, stopped drinking, stopped going to dubstep nights and going out on Friday night and coming home on Monday morning and having Suicide Tuesdays and then repeating the pattern, which starts on Thursday. But then I found Tantra, and I got sober, so I just swapped the sex, drugs and dubstep for Tantra, Kundalini and ecstatic dance. So I found something which is the same, which gets me to the same states, but more cleaner, more connected, sober, but also great cardio. So I never needed to go to the gym. I had a great body, and I firmly believe your lifestyle dictates how you look. And then COVID happened, and then I had to go to the gym. In Sweden, no one was playing COVID, so the gyms were still open. And I found out the benefits of weights, and that became my therapy. And before we begin, we're going to do some, this is the interesting thing about my back pain. We're going to do some exercises that the doctors gave me. So everybody, this is what the doctors gave me. Monkey see, monkey do. So get on all fours, everybody. This is for herniated discs. And we're going to do just 10 of these, arching of the back and relaxing. And going up like this. So 1, 2, 10. And then the doctors told me to do this move. So it's like the frog. And then you tilt your pelvis. It's basically sex moves. You're doing great. She's a lucky woman. Okay, we're going to do 10, and then we're going to style it out. Oh, my knees! I'm going to get them cracking. Wow. So this is how beneficial sex is. I'm so hot. Okay. So, all of me have back pain. I had 100% pain. Let's say pain scale of, I was on an 8 out of 10 today. It's on a 0 now. And every time I have sex with someone I love for a long period of time, all of the pain goes away. Out of all of the things, the doctors, the pills, the physios, the ice baths, the one thing that helps my lower back pain is making love tantrically. Very different to just bum 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 bum. We had orgasms in the back of the neck, orgasms on the hip. We're going to do orgasms on the knee and the ankle, just to experience stuff. Then I'm going to teach you the sacred sexual orbit, which is how to turn sex into a form of meditation, so you move in the energy. And then we're going to go into the Shakti Sutra. Some of the moves that I made up, there's like sex moves, but there's also sexual savasana. So after you make love for hours and hours and hours and hours, there's a cool down period, just like in yoga. And there's some nice integration moves that you can do when you're making love. And especially when you become tantric, you realize that 3.5 minutes is never going to be enough. 2 hours isn't enough. But there's so many things you could do in 2-hour blocks of intimacy time. I always say, if I'm meeting somebody or forming a relationship, I like to always have 2 hours of time. Very often when we're dating, when we are connecting with somebody, or even with our long-term partners, we don't have focused intimacy time. And that for me is essential for building relationships. Now I know a lot of people have jobs, I don't, because this is my job. Right? You can't make up your own reality. I also don't have children, but I also know a lot of people who do the same stuff as me, who do have children. And they do have these blocks of time. And in that block of time, they're able to go deep into connection. Very often people go out, they put things in their mouths or they see something and they're not connecting with each other. So it's actually not real intimacy, even though society has said, this is how you are meant to go on a date. Go to the cinema, go to the theatre, do something so you're not even looking at each other. You're looking outwards. Or if you're looking at each other, you're putting things in your mouth. And then right at the end of the date, you'll have that moment of intimacy. Just before going on the underground, just before going to the Uber, or you go home and it's already 10, 11 and you've got to go to work the next day and you've got a little bit of time before bedtime for that intimacy to happen, which I call fumbling around in the dark, and then you go to bed or you go home. So that's intimacy in modern day life in the city. I know that because I live in the city for 3 years. I'm a normal person now. And I'm really just trying to change people's habits and behaviors on how to have more time together. I call it a tantric date night. I actually have a cheat sheet on a lot of the stuff that I teach. I could, you could message me and I could put it into my WhatsApp or something, but I could give it to you. It's very important. And there's also a playlist in there as well for men who don't know how to create sexy playlists for their partners. The couples they're already in a partnership, they're here for the hardcore stuff. But you single people, you really got to take care of your own boundaries. I'm not going to take responsibility of that. So you're going to see the exercise, you're going to look at each other and go, do we really want to do this? Do I want to do this? And it has to be a full fuck yes. Okay? Don't say, Shaf says do this stuff, I did this stuff, and now I need therapy. Don't put that shit on me, it's on you guys. It's a couples workshop, but I just want to share this with a lot more people. Hey, you were single people from yesterday, now you're together. See, this is what I'm talking about. Great, you're living the dream, bro. So this is what I like to see. Well, you were together yesterday as well, right? Oh, great, fantastic. See? Nice stuff happens. So single people, raise your hands. Okay, great. Oh, hi. So remember what I said. I'm taking no responsibility. You have to look at the thing, and you look at each other and go, I would like to experience it. Don't do it out of politeness. The way I do things are very slow, and I always check in. Like I said, this is a couples workshop, but I just want more people to be here. Already more people is here, so that's great. So, I would have a demonstration, buddy. Anastasia is back. She was such a great demo model. Please give it up to Anastasia. Thanks, babe. So how are you feeling after yesterday's beautiful ritual?
I'm feeling very good, thank you.
So really playing with the texture of the bites, exploring and playing with the sensitivity, but also the most important thing is reading your lover's body language. What a life. Wow, 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 wow. Did you enjoy that? So that's my job. The Shaft Show. I just rock up and be myself. You too can do that. If you want to know more, make sure you click on any of the links below. There's loads of online courses, a whole library of them. You can work with me one-to-one, but whatever you do, don't turn off yet, because an important message is about to be revealed to you. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of The Shaft Show. Mwah! If you're ready to dive deeper into the world of Tantra and transformation, I've got some exciting offers for you. First, make sure you check out my OnlyFans, The Shaft Show, for exclusive content. And if you're looking to work one-to-one and looking for a Tantric mentor, go over to sacredsexualawakening.com to explore personalized coaching programs. And for those of you eager to embark on your tantric journey and self-discovery for personal development, visit tantrawithshaf.com, the Netflix of Tantra. And you can start with your very own free course, Goddess Activation. And from there, dive into how to pleasure your man the lingam massage course that is only $15, and from there the foundational principles, level 1 and level 2, boundaries and consent, and the art of conscious touch, and from there level 3 and level 4, the school of self-love and relationship mastery. Once you've completed those, please do check out the advanced level courses: Semen Retention for Men, the 1-month Semen Retention course for male entrepreneurs, Couples Jedi Academy, and also How to Manifest. And from there, you could go into the Yoni Mapping online course. This is one of the premium courses I've created for everybody wanting to go deeper into the world of Yoni massage. And I've got a bunch of free giveaways. Check out my free booklet, The 12 Steps to Mastering Your Sexual Energy, free guided meditations, and I've even created a ChatGPT bot. So if you're struggling with relationships over textual messages, here's how to cure all forms of textual anxiety for men and women. And I even have my own supplements: Sacral Chai for your beloved, and again, the $25 exclusive members club for my OnlyFans. Have you read my book yet? What is Tantra? 10 Principles to Your Sacred Sexual Awakening. These are the top products that you could get right now when you join the world of The Shaft Show. The Shaft Show is just the beginning. Are you ready to start singing, I love my life, I love my body, I love myself? Don't forget, there's all these people that have been affected in a positive way by The Shaft Show. So please sign up, get involved, and start living a more juicier, authentic, sexy life.
I love my life.